Welcome to my entrepreneurial journey, the podcast that's all about real stories and real strategies for women entrepreneurs over 40 who are ready to grow their businesses with purpose and authenticity. I'm your host, Yaritza Baez, and on this show, we mix deep dive conversations with inspiring guests who share their entrepreneurial journeys alongside actionable advice tailored to help you navigate your own. Whether you are tuning in to learn practical tips or listening in for inspiration, each episode is designed to meet you where you are in your journey. So, if you're ready to leave behind the overwhelm and start building a business that reflects who you are, hit subscribe and join me each week for insights that empower your entrepreneurial path. Welcome back to my entrepreneurial journey. I'm your host, Yaritza Baez, and today we're diving into a topic that I know many of you will relate to, what it truly means to be a weekend entrepreneur. More and more women over 40 are exploring entrepreneurship, but let's be honest. Many of us aren't in a position to just quit our jobs and dive in full time. Instead, we build our businesses on the side, balancing work, family, and life, many responsibilities. If you are in the early stages of growing your coaching, consultant, or service-based business while juggling everything else, this episode is for you. I'll be sharing my personal experiences, the biggest challenges, and the strategies that help me keep moving forward. So grab your coffee and take a deep breath and let's get into it. So, what is a weekend entrepreneur? Well, it's someone who is building a business alongside a full-time job and other commitments. For many of us over 40, that also includes running a household and, in some cases, caring for aging parents, which is my case. I tick all the boxes. So we are not just working for financial security. We are working toward a future that gives us more freedom, more flexibility, and more fulfillment. And believe me, that takes determination, resourcefulness, and a strategic time management. But while the idea of being your own boss is exciting, let's talk about the realities of what it takes to make it work. And some of that is navigating the challenges. Entrepreneurship is never easy, and when you are only working on your business in the evenings and weekends, the challenges are even greater. Here are some of the biggest struggles weekend entrepreneurs face and how I handle them. The first one is, obviously, time constraints. Building a business while working full-time means every minute counts. For me, that looks like setting aside 3 evenings a week for business-related activities, things like networking, follow-ups, and client calls. On weekends, I focus on content creation and marketing because that's what moved my business forward. The next one is energy management. And that is not just about time. It's about knowing when you have the most energy. I get my best work done in the mornings. So I schedule my most demanding tasks then. But it will be different for everyone. The key here is to align your work with your natural energy rhythms. I'm a morning person. I've always been a morning person, so that's where I put my, focus work. But I also know there is people that it could be in the afternoon, others are in the evening. That's why it's so important to align your work with your natural rhythms. Overwhelm and burnout risk. That's, a lot of us have suffered from that. Early in my journey, and when I say early in my journey, I'm talking like when I started my first business, I worked nonstop and eventually burned out. I have since learned that self-care isn't optional. That's the biggest lesson here. It's necessary for long-term success. If you don't take time to rest and recharge, your creativity and motivation is going to suffer. That's exactly what happened to me. And the other one is the power of small wins. And I love this one. If I have waited for big wins, believe me, I might have given up a long time ago. But I have learned to celebrate small milestones, whether it's landing a new client, finishing a piece of content, or simply showing up consistently, because every step builds momentum. And that is the key here. So always celebrate your small wins. So how do you actually make this work without feeling constantly overwhelmed? Well, I'm going to share with you strategies that have made a huge difference for me. Number one is time-saving tools. I use Notion, Todoist, and Google Calendar. It's that simple. Nothing, they're easy to use. They're also affordable tools that, can help you so much to stay organized. Prioritization is key. Income generating activities, they must come first. Definitely. So the next one is time blocking. I set aside dedicated time for content creation, networking, and sales. If you don't schedule it, it won't happen. Trust me, it won't happen. I'm talking from experience. So the next one is slower but more secure growth. And by that means one of the benefits of being a weekend entrepreneur is that we are not under financial pressure to make our business work overnight. This means that we can be more strategic and intentional with our growth. And that for me has been very important. I couldn't do just, quit a job and start this being the full-time thing. So why am I sharing this with you in the first place? Well, because being a weekend entrepreneur isn't just about making money. It's a lifestyle shift. It requires resilience, planning, and patience. I know firsthand how hard it can be to balance everything. But I also know that it is possible to build something meaningful even with limited time. So I want to encourage you to embrace your journey, to keep taking small, steady steps toward your goals. Don't give up. Don't give up. Even if it takes longer than you expected, just stay in the game. So before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What fuels your entrepreneurial journey? What keeps you going when the things get tough? Share your thoughts in the comments or send me a message. I love to hear how you are navigating this path. And if you enjoy today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Thank you for spending this time with me. And until next time, keep taking action, keep believing in yourself, and keep building your dream business. Until next time, bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to my entrepreneurial journey. I hope today's episode gave you insights and inspiration to fuel your business journey. Remember, whether you are just starting out or looking to grow, you are not alone on this path. We are building our dreams together, one step at a time. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you feel inspired, leave a review or share this episode with a friend who could use a little extra motivation. Until next time, keep pushing forward and bringing your unique vision to life.